This girl I used to know. The one that was always picked on for having colored hair and wore black every day. The one that was called emo and gothic for having spaces in her ears and black eyeshadow around her eyes. We all thought she was totally okay with it. She laughed at herself, thinking that if she joked about it, maybe people would soon stop teasing her. But did she really not care that people were making fun of her because of who she is? One day she came to school like she was trying to impress someone. Her hair was blonde, no makeup on, and wearing a pink dress. But still, she couldn't impress the crowd. She couldn't get them off her shoulders, and all they did was bury her feelings into the ground like they didn't exist. But they did. She's not some kind of doll you can just pick up and throw. She's a human being with feelings inside that were crushed every time someone would say something to her. People don't understand that one joke can really hurt someone. This girl I used to know seemed so happy to be at school. But now I know the real reason why. She'd rather go to school and get bullied than to go home where it's supposed to be the safe house, but really it's being destroyed by the monster she calls dad. Gets abused for no reason, and this is why it's a girl I used to know. This girl I used to know is now underground where she can't get bullied anymore. She's finally free and can be different. She ended her life because no one held her up when she was falling down. This girl I used to know, all she wanted was to be different, to wear her favorite clothing, to listen to the songs she loved the most, to do the things she loved to do because that made her happy. This society doesn't accept different. They don't understand that every single person isn't the same. People won't like the same music as you. People won't like what you're wearing. If you want to be different, don't let anyone get in the way of that. Different is good. Different is powerful. This girl I used to know, she said she didn't care what people thought about her. But why did she have to change her appearance? Why did she let those repulsive people push her off the cliff and let her fall into the dangers of water for her to drown in? Tick, tock, tick, tock. The sound she hears in her mind when she waits until the bullies stop pushing her down, but they keep going without even noticing that they are leaving a trail of damaging criticism behind. They don't even look back at the trail of damaging criticism to realize that it was being picked up by the girl I used to know. Ugly, emo, weirdo, fat. Those are the words she would hear every day, and when she went to bed at night, those are the words that haunted her until she went to sleep. No one should ever get thrown under the bus just because they are different. I saw her get damaged by these words that were getting pushed onto her. I saw it happen, and I didn't even do anything. If I could, I would go back and change my actions, and I know I'm not to be blamed on, but I could have stopped this from happening. All she needed was someone to lean on, and I was just there, watching all of this happen. I watched her first die inside, then out. When she died, people then started to realize and pretend that they knew who she was and what she was going through. But they were all lying. They don't know how it feels to be afraid to go to school and learn. Every time someone would say something to her, her self-esteem would get lower and lower, until it reached to a point where there was no point of being someone, where no one can accept them at school nor at home. Why do we care about her now that she is dead? We should have cared about her when she was still breathing and still trying to survive. We should have cared about her when she went to the washroom, looked in the mirror, and cried with grief, and all she wanted to do was just give up. I never stood up for her. Nobody did. And this is why it's the girl I used to know.